I'll be sharing with you the things I made in January and February. There are quite a few. I didn't realize there were so many, so I'm gonna get right into it. My birthday was in January, so I wanted to make 3 dresses that I could wear throughout the day. And the first one that I made was McCall's M8037. In this dress, I made view B and I made the size 12. I could have sized down to the 10 because this fabric was very stretchy. It's a rib knit dot fabric from Kiki Textiles, and it does have some shimmer in it. I think you'll be able to see that close up here, but I did like this dress. The only thing that gave me a little bit of difficulty during the construction process was the part that made the cowl neck, and that kind of frustrated me because of how it was hanging and how it was laying, and I had to do some canoodling to get it to sit right so that it wouldn't be showing all of my business. But overall, I did like this dress. The next dress was McCall 7999. Now, I love a good sweater knit dress, and this is view A. I made it in a size large, and I probably could have also sized down in this one, but the fabric here is a knit fabric. It didn't have a whole lot of stretch, but it did have some stretch. So for this one, I think it was okay, the size I made, but if the fabric was any stretchier, I probably would have needed to size down. I did love this one. This fabric is a Walmart bundle, and it also has some shimmer in it, black dots. It's a charcoal gray. The sleeves were supposed to be black with black polka dots, but I thought it didn't buy the fabric, so it ended up without those sleeves. But moving on, the next dress is McCall's M8339. I love this dress, got a lot of compliments on it. It has a knot in the front, and this fabric was also a Walmart bundle, and I had this fabric since like 2021, was always afraid to cut in it because of how beautiful it is, and it really did this dress justice. I made view B and I made it in a size 12. Again, I probably could have sized down, but it was fine. Next, I made an Arlo turtleneck dress for a client. It is this dress here. I won't go into any of the size details or anything because this is for a client, but I like this material and I gave it up because she also loves leopard print, and I did not mind doing it for her because she is a very sweet lady. So I made this for her. This is a pattern by Petite Stitchery, and I just love this dress. I love this dress pattern, and I've made, I believe, 1 or 2 for myself already. But yeah, love this dress. Next one is Simplicity S9701. Now, this was my Valentine's dress. This is the strawberry fabric that I was seeing all over YouTube and Instagram, and I fell in love with it. I really wasn't looking for it, but was in Hobby Lobby one day and I ran across it and I purchased it. Well, actually, I didn't get it the first time. I bypassed it. Then I had some remorse for not buying it and went back and got it. Glad I did. I think I bought like 3 yards of this fabric. 3 or 4 yards. But anyways, I made view B in this dress, and I made size 16 according to the pattern measurements, and I sized this dress down significantly after putting it together. The fabric was very stretchy, so I believe that had something to do with how big the dress turned out. Even though I did a size 16, I still think if I had a fabric that was less stretchy, I probably would still not be able to wear the size 16 properly because it was just too big. But using this fabric, I probably should have made more like a size 10. I did size it down. Like I said, after I put it together, I went in and sized it down. So probably after I made these size adjustments, it was probably at a 12, and it's still too big, which is why I haven't worn it, and I want to, so I do need to go in and make those adjustments. Now this garment is the whole reason that I even got back into sewing in the first place. I wanted to make my own lingerie, and I took to YouTube, fell down a rabbit hole, and started watching all kinds of DIY and sewing videos, and I went out and bought a machine and joined the Sew Academy, and it has been the best thing that I've done. But do you know that the 2+ years that I've been on YouTube, this was my first actual piece of lingerie that I made. I haven't made any swimsuits, no underwear, nothing. This was my first piece of lingerie, and it is the Loren Teddy by Made for Mermaids. This, I made it in a size indigo. They don't use number sizes, they use colors. So this was an indigo, and it turned out beautifully. This is part of their lounge and lace collection, and whenever someone would see it, they would be like, oh, that's a cute swimsuit, which was okay because I know the fabric is kind of a little bit more fun, and it does kind of give off that swimsuit vibe, but you can definitely use this pattern to make a swimsuit. The next thing I made was the first garment in my Make It Monday series, and this is the Vale Hooded Poncho by Petite Stitchery. In this pattern, I made an adult small to medium, and I think it fit well. It had just enough room in it. The pockets are roomy. It has the hood, which I love about it. And this fabric is from a Walmart bundle. It's kind of like a knit. It has like a suede velvety feel to it. I won't be wearing it out in the rain or anything like that, so don't worry about it. If I do, I'm not worried about it getting messed up. It's okay. But this was the first garment in my Make It Monday series, and it was fairly simple to put together. And then I've been wanting to make the bodysuit pattern for a long time. Simplicity S8513 was on my Make 9 list last year, and I never got around to it because when I actually went to make the pattern, I was missing a piece or two and don't know what happened to it. And I just recently replaced that pattern not too long ago. So I went ahead and I picked up a pattern by Gertie, a charm pattern, and it is called the Skipper Bodysuit. I attempted to make this bodysuit first back in like September or October of 2023, and I just don't know what was going on. I kept making silly mistakes, and the fabric was so stretchy. It was just super big in the size that it said I should make. So I ended up putting that to the side because I just got frustrated with it. Even though it only had 3 pattern pieces, I just really got super frustrated with it. And there was nothing with the pattern. Like I said, it was me making mistakes, like sewing the sleeves to the wrong side of the bodysuit, and just the stretchiness of the fabric. And I hate it because it was red fabric and I really loved it. I really wanted this red bodysuit, but hey, things happen. Anyway, so I finally got back around to this bodysuit in February, and I used a white stretch knit. This fabric also came from a Walmart bundle, and I absolutely love it. This time I made it in a size 4. Before, I made it in a size 8, but given the room that I was having in it and how big it was looking, I went ahead and I made a size 4, and it fit perfectly. Now, mind you, I didn't get around to putting the snaps into the bodysuit until May. I purchased the snaps for it in like the end of February. I never put them on because when I went to do it, like, there would not be enough snaps on the bodysuit to securely close it and make sure that it stays and like it doesn't do any flapping or, you know, opening up, if that makes sense. So I did go ahead and I looked at Gertie's tutorial for this pattern, and she left the link to the snaps that she purchased. I did go on and just find my own. I didn't use her link. I probably should have, but I did purchase my own, and they were much better and easier to use and made me feel better about the security of my bodysuit. And I just put those in like early May. So yes, but I did construct this garment in February, so I am counting it as a February make. Now, if you can't tell, my favorite garment in the month of January and February was the Loren teddy, because like I said, it brought me back like full circle to why I even got back in this sewing journey. So I really love this garment, and it will always hold a special place in my heart because of that. My love of sewing was rekindled by wanting to make lingerie, and I finally got around to it. So this will always be my favorite garment for January and February of 2024. So if nothing else, January and February taught me to really pay attention to the stretch of my fabrics, and if they are super stretchy, go ahead and size down 1 to 2 sizes. And what I've learned for myself is that I'm just gonna make size 12 in all of the patterns unless my fabric is very, very stretchy. I found that size 12 fits me very well. The 14s are always too big in one area or another. The size 12 is just kind of like a happy medium. Size 10, I think I could get away with because I love to sew with knits. So most of my fabrics are pretty stretchy, and I think a size 10 would just kind of as well do me justice. It wouldn't be too tight, but like I said, size 12 is a happy medium, so I can deal with that too. I want to thank you for tuning in and sharing this sewing journey with me. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hit that like button. Let me know if you've also experienced any of these same issues with your knit garments, or if you've made any of these garments and how you like them. Until next time, keep sewing.